Let's review some solving systems with substitution. Oh man, we're gonna solve these and you're gonna follow along and then we'll find the answer to this joke. What do you call a three-footed aardvark? What? We'll find out. So substitution, remember, first step is to get one variable all by itself. Either x equals some stuff or y equals some stuff. Now, if you look at the second equation, we have y equals 2x minus 12. Great. So first step is done. So we're going to take that 2x minus 12, and we're going to substitute that in for y in the first equation. Now, we're starting with one of the hardest examples, which doesn't look very hard, but watch this. This is why it's important to put things in parentheses. So we'll say x minus y, which we're replacing with 2x minus 12 equals 7. So if you look, this first equation, it's the same, except we just replaced the y. We've substituted in what we know y to equal. Now it's all x's, which is, we can solve equations like that. So here's why this is weird. We have this subtraction on the outside. So we basically have to change both of these signs. It's like we're distributing a -1, right? So step one is to distribute. So if we did -1 times positive 2x, it would be -2x. And if we did -1 times -12, it would become positive 12. So that's the tricky part. We'll bring down all the other stuff. X minus 2x plus 12 equals 7. And then the next step after you distribute is to combine like terms on the same side. Now, I can combine x minus 2x. And x is 1x. 1 minus 2 is -1. So we have -1x, or negative x, plus 12 equals 7. Then it says, get the variables on the same side. They already are. So after that, it's undo addition and subtraction. I see plus 12. Let's go ahead and subtract 12. -1x equals 7 minus 12 is -5. And the last step is to undo multiplication and division. So we have -1x. So let's divide both sides by -1. And -5 divided by -1 is +5. So we have x. But remember, we need x and y, because this is a coordinate, and it's where those two lines, if we graphed them, where they would cross each other. So we can substitute into either equation. I always say just do it in the one that looks easier. And to me, the second equation looks like it would be easier to solve. So it says y equals 2x, and we know that x is 5. So 2 times 5 minus 12. Now 2 times 5 is 10. And 10 minus 12 would give us -2. So y equals -2. Cool. We have our answer-ish. We have to write our final answers as a coordinate. So our x was 5. Our y was -2. Now if you look at the back bottom of this page, you'll see this stuff here. All these letters and the corresponding coordinate. So if you find the coordinate 5, -2, let me move this out of the way because I think that's covering it up. Okay, there it is. So look, 5, -2 corresponds with R. So this was number 1. So on the front, for the blank for number 1, we're going to put an R. And we're going to do this for all 9 problems, and then we'll find out what you call a three-footed aardvark. So I'm going to pause several times, and I'll say, why don't you try one out? So let's do that with this one. Number 2, why don't you try it out? On the next video, I'll go over it, but you have to be able to do this on your own eventually. So try this one out, okay?